Manchester United closing in on Mason Mount. Another shocking story coming in from TalkSport that you're into for Jamie Pickford. You know him, the #1 choice goalkeeper for England. He's known as Jordan Pickford. That United is in for him. Very, very shocking update coming in from that side. And Varane has revealed how happy he is that he's going to be playing in the Champions League again next season. Welcome to United Matters channel. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic day. Second video of the day, and I hope you enjoy the Rasmus Højlund story and so on and so forth. Now we are discussing Mason Mount, Varane, and Jordan Pickford. Now let's see close to 200 likes smash on this video and continue to subscribe to this channel because we are left with just few subscribers to hit 13,000 subscribers onto this YouTube channel. So guys, continue to show the love by going into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe, after smashing the notification bell that we do upload in here on a daily. After that, you will be part of the family, and every time I upload a video, you'll be getting notifications. You guys, you should put your notification buttons on because anytime we are going to be uploading videos, because the moment stories really break, we will be up and running for you. Like for example, Mason Mount looks like it's one of those deals that very, very soon you might hear coming in from people like Fabrizio Romano, and obviously we'll be here letting you know the latest upgrade from that transfer. And talking of Mason Mount and Jordan Pickford, Declan Rice, Harry Kane, those are 4 players who are English in nature and they've been all linked to Man United. I'm going to first pose a question to you. Do you remember what Erik ten Hag said when he was in Melbourne, when he was asked about the English players? That he has not yet signed any English players. He said English players are having low quality, but if at all they happen to be a player of good quality, we'll sign him, and obviously they're really expensive. That's what he said. He never signed any English player in his first summer transfer window. Remember, he brought in Lisandro Martinez, Malacia, Eriksson, Anthony, and Casemiro. You know, those are the 5 players he signed. And in the January transfer window, he signed Butland, that is England, he's English. Then Wout Weghorst, Dutch. Marcel Sabitzer, Austria. So I've come to understand that there might be pressure coming from the board. The board might have sat him down and told him, please, we need homegrown players. That's it. We need homegrown players. And they did it intentionally because they made him sell James Garner, a homegrown player and English, you know, and they sold him to Everton, knowing that they'll have to put out reasons to him that will convince him to get in these players. Trust me, if you told Erik ten Hag on Mason Mount and Orkun Kokcu, you know, he'll go for Orkun Kokcu. But Orkun Kokcu is going to hate to sign for Benfica at 20 million euros, and there is a buyout clause of 120 million euros like that of Enzo Fernandez. You tell Erik ten Hag that on Pickford and Jan Sommer or Diego Costa, he'll go for Diego Costa, or David Raya, you know. So Harry Kane and Rasmus Højlund, Victor Osimhen, Goncalo Ramos, Dusan Vlahovic, he'll go for the others and leave Harry Kane. But because they've sat him down and told him that we need to sign homegrown players, it has been a norm at Man United that almost every season they've been signing English players. That's it. They've been signing English players, and the season they don't sign English players, they make sure that the next season they bring in like 2 or 3. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think the last season of Jose Mourinho, which English players did Jose Mourinho sign? Did Jose Mourinho sign any English player? I remember he brought in Lindelof, he brought in Lukaku, he brought in Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Alexis Sanchez. I think those are some of the players that he signed. I don't remember any English player that he signed. Now, when he left, because I'd never signed any English player, guess what United did? They went in for Daniel James, also referred to as one of the English best players because he's in United Kingdom. comes from Wales. Then we brought in Harry Maguire, and then Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, after that season, we went into the summer of 2020, that of the COVID. We found ourselves in a position of wanting to sign Jadon Sancho. We took forever to get the Jadon Sancho deal underway. It failed, and we got in Cavani, Donny van de Beek, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo, and Facundo Pellistri. Right? Those are the 5 players that we brought in who were really not homegrown. But for Facundo Pellistri and Amad Diallo, they are being referred to as homegrown players because they came in at 18 and they had their debuts right before hitting 21 years of age for Man United. So that was the aim. That's why when they brought in Amad Diallo, they first played him into the academy, you know, the under 18, under 21s. That way he played in the reserve team of United. Then he came in through, made his debut, and after making his debut, we loaned him to Rangers, then back to United, and then now to Sunderland, where he's going to hit the ground running. So that is the plan of Man United, you know. The next season, he brought in Rafael Varane, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Jadon Sancho. That's when he was sacked. When he left, Ten Hag came in through. He signed those players I've told you. This summer looks like it's all about English players. Ten Hag has been sat down, and that's why stories like these of Mason Mount are really coming in through. And he has been told to really get in homegrown talent, and he has gone ahead to make his choice. And we know that he's obsessed with Mason Mount. Now, Gary Jacob, sports reporter at the Times, and Jonathan Northcote, Sunday Times football correspondent, has told us that Man United are closing or are getting closer to signing Mason Mount. Obviously, we know that United are really preparing a bid, as confirmed to us by Fabrizio Romano, and he came out and really gave us this detail. I think, like, was it on Friday, right? I did that story, and I really told you that Fabrizio has confirmed to us that United are preparing an opening bid for Mason Mount. You know, sometimes if Ten Hag believes Mason Mount is going to come out and really work for us, we admit and we have to back him. But if it doesn't work out, we'll be here to select him because of our own thoughts about Mason Mount. Because I believe there are better players than Mason Mount that Ten Hag can go in for. And at the start of this video, I've given you reason as to why Ten Hag is going in for Mason Mount. Because it looks like we are being driven by the homegrown talent narrative. And the board has gone ahead to tell him that we need homegrown players. As you're going to move on, Brandon Williams, homegrown player from the academy. Elanga is leaving. Ghana left. And we need to get in 1 or 2 English players. And I think that's the main aim of this transfer window. But for Mason Mount, he wants to come to Man United. But the big block is Chelsea want £70 million. United want to pay £50 million. And if we exceed £50 million, I'll understand that this club is really not improved at all. Amid us getting in a new director of football negotiation, that is Matt Hargreaves at the club of Man United. When you look at the club of Man United, Mason Mount coming in through, huge boost, but you will always call in for a player to come in through and obviously play into the Casemiro position, because you don't expect Casemiro to play all the games next season. This season he tried, but I think he needs some rest. That's why you saw to it that even when they're playing the finale of Man City, he looked tired. And he's one of the most players that rested a lot in that squad of Man United because he missed out on 8 fixtures of the Premier League last season. And you would love to get in a person who would go ahead and be dreadful. Mason Mount coming in through not bad, but we need to get in a player who can back up Casemiro and play in the double pivot. That's why I would love to see United going in for Rabiot as a free agent. Get him in. He can play as a CDM. He can play as a midfielder next to Casemiro in the double pivot, and that's what I'm really calling in for the club of Man United. But let's wait and see how that is going to unfold. But I understand that next week is going to be so much crucial for Man United because Ten Hag wants these signings early. The board is pushing, but the big hinge is we don't know who the owner is really going to be. So let's wait and see how things are going to pan out from that side of Chelsea and Man United as United really opens up to put in their bid. Now, this has annoyed me, though I have nothing to do, but I have to bring you the news as it comes in through, that Man United are ready to move for England number 1, Jordan Pickford, whether David De Gea leaves or not. TalkSport understands that Pickford is the man at the top of United's list, and Everton may sell at around £30 million. Now, this is where you come out and obviously ask yourself, what is this story all about? Why are we linked to Jordan Pickford? If your memory is really good enough, you can remember, you can reminisce that when I ran a story of David De Gea, I think like 2-3 days ago, I told you that I smell a rat. I smell a rat that there is an English goalkeeper that the media wants to send to Man United. So when I've seen this story of Jordan Pickford, I was not perplexed at all, because I wouldn't get astonished. I knew it. The moment you see a player who doesn't hold a British passport being targeted by the media, you just get to know that there is space they are creating in for an English player to come in through and obviously get into the news. With Pickford wanting to leave Everton, with teams like Spurs wanting him, he's now being linked to Man United. And the price that he is at, £30 million. Do you know that at £30 million, if we put them on the table of Brentford, we get David Raya. If you ask of those two, David Raya and Jordan Pickford, who do you go for? On any day, I go for David Raya. And secondly, is Pickford ready to come in through at Man United and be a second choice? No, he's not willing. And you'll see how the media is going to attack David De Gea more and more if at all we sign Jordan Pickford. But it's all in the hands of the manager. Who is the goalkeeper he wants? If he decides to go in for Pickford, I'll back him as a manager, but I don't think he's the right signing we should make. I think David Raya is really one of those players that you should go ahead and really sign and bring in at Manchester United, and obviously see your players tussle for that position as far as that is concerned. So let's wait and see how that is panning out, but it's a move I believe doesn't make sense for me. But if Ten Hag wants this player, we will make sure that we go on to back our manager, because he has gone ahead to give us one of the best seasons ever since Alex Ferguson left. Now, let's go into the Rafael Varane story. Varane has come out and really issued a very huge statement. And I said, I'm very happy to be back in the Champions League. We have shown this season that we can beat any team in the world, so we have to be confident. Not too much, but just enough, because that we have to believe that we can do it. Now, he concluded by saying, it's been a very long season. The last rest was in June last year. That's why I think it's important to recharge the batteries and come back stronger. So, Varane is happy that we are back in the Champions League. This team is meant to be in the Champions League. That's where it's meant to be. And let no one lie to you that we never deserve to be into those spots. We deserve to be in those spots as far as the performances that we put up, we are really concerned. Being the team that's going to have to play the most number of games this season, close to 64, 65, and we've gone ahead to play in 2 finals, won 1, lost 1 to Man City, lost to Sevilla in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Europa League, and finishing 3rd in the league with a very, 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 very thin squad. I think we deserve the best of praise to the players, fans, and the manager. So, your thoughts onto United closing in on Mason Mount are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Jordan Pickford being linked to Man United and Rafael Varane excited for Champions League return and he's recharging his batteries for next season. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. The Muslims, may Allah see you through in everything that you're really trying to put your hands on. Ciao, ciao.